So today's session, we are going to see how to perform two recovery scenarios. The first one is recovery after loss of an unbacked up data file. So this means that we added a new data file to the database and entered some data into that data file. After that, the data file was corrupted or deleted, something. Okay, deleted or corrupted. So how do we recover that? So we don't have a backup of the data file. So when we don't have a backup of the data file and we require to do recovery, then how do we proceed with that? Now we will come to know. Okay. So let's first of all add a new data file to the database. So we'll alter any particular table space and we'll add a new data file to the table space. Okay. So let me list out my table spaces and data files. Column table space underscore name format A30. Column file underscore name format A50. Set line size 100. So select table space underscore name comma file underscore name from DBA underscore data underscore files. So I have several data files. So to this user data table space or to this TS2 table space, let me add a new data file. So already there is one data file. Alter database data file. Let me resize this one. Resize 5 MB. Let's make it minimum. I think minimum required is 10 MB. Okay. And let's add another data file to that table space. Alter table space TS2 add data file U03 RR data ORCL 19C TS202.dbf size 10 MB. Okay, great. Now once we have done this, then let's go ahead and create a user. What is this? Oh, it's a big file table space. Is it? Cannot add to big file. It's a big file table space. So let's take this TBS1, STBS1. Let's do that. I did not know that this was a big file table space. Big file table space cannot have multiple data files. So that is one important thing that you should know. So big file table space cannot have multiple data files. Okay, just 1 second. Anyway, let's go for some other table space. My TBS. Let's add to my TBS. So already it has one data file. Let's resize that. Database data file size NM. Alter table space my TBS and data file 202 RR data ORCL 19C my 02.dbf size 10. Great. So we added a new data file to a table space called myTBS. This is in my container database. I'm in container database and create a common user over here. Create user C hash identified by tiger. Already there is a user with that name. So change the username. C hash. Let's call it Raju. Create. Grant create session, create table, unlimited table space to C hash Raju. Alter user C hash Raju. Default table space my TBS. Good. Connect to the user C hash Raju. Password is tiger. run demo BLD set term out of @demo BLD.sql. Select star from tab. Now just insert data in these tables. Already there is some data, add more data, insert into EMP, select star from EMP. Insert some thousands or lakhs of records until both the data files are filled up with data. I'll give a commit somewhere out here. Insert into EMP, select star from EMP. I just want to fill up both the data files. So that my TBS is full now, it's full. So even then I can try select star from EMP num less than 30,001. Okay, keep adding, keep adding, keep adding. Okay, finished, commit. This is full now. My TBS, both data files are full. The first data file of my TBS is available in backup. The second data file is not available in backup. Connect as sysdba. In fact, no need to connect. Okay, connect as sysdba. But before connecting, just check the count. Select count of star from EMP. We have 3,49,376 records in the table. Now, what I am going to do, we have to go ahead and perform a file deletion. Let's go to operating system U02 Aradata ORCL19C ls. Delete that data file. My02.dbf. This is not in backup. Okay. rm my02.dbf. Delete this. Delete this data file from there. Once you have deleted the data file, now what we will do next is we will go ahead and write count star. It will work, count star will work because data is in buffer cache, so it will continue to display the data from there. But let's flush the buffer. Alter system flush buffer underscore cache. Buffer cache is flushed. Connect to that user C #Raju. Password is tiger. Right, select count star from EMP. You should get an error. It's still showing from buffer. Try a delete operation, you may get error. Delete from EMP where row num less than 10,000. Deleting in memory. Just check this EMP table is in which table space. Select table space underscore name comma table underscore name from user underscore tables. That is in my TBS only. So actually right now everything is happening in memory. But finally it's going to crash. There's no doubt about that. At some point in time it will read the data file and you'll get an error. Right now whatever I am doing is happening in memory. So far no error has come. Even though I flush the buffer, still the data is coming. Alter system flush buffer cache. Connect C #Raju password tiger. Still it's working. Okay, but at some point in time you will get error. Okay, because see actually what has happened, one data file is there, only one is being deleted. Did I RM that file? I didn't delete that file. Let me go and check. Yeah, I wrote RM. Okay, so I have written RM. So somewhere down the line error will come. Somewhere down the line error will come. Delete from EMP where row num less than 50,001. Again delete. Type commit. Connect as sysdba. alter system flush buffer underscore cache. Even though I'm flushing buffer, still it's picking. I don't know. I don't think in 19C this command is performing actual flush of buffer. Correct. C hash hash Raju slash tiger. Select count of star from EMP. Job is equal to clerk. Okay, now we have a crash of the database itself only. Complete DB has gone down. See what happened? Complete instance only got crashed. Saying connection lost contact. That means instance has failed. Okay. So one data file was gone, so instance failed. So now if I write startup, what will happen? It can't start. It will come to mount state and stop because one data file is missing. So it will give errors. It cannot identify that particular data file. Okay. So shut down. So what happened? The instance itself only got failed. Now what I am going to do? I have no backup of this data file. I have no backup of this data file. Let me go and see. See, I created the file in front of you. In front of your eyes, I have created this file. There is no backup for this file. What should I do in this kind of a situation? So in such kind of situation where you have no backup, let's go and see whether I have a cold backup or hot backup of this file. U02 Aura data ORCL19C. Okay. Go to my backup HBKP ls my star my01.dbf is there. My02.dbf file is not there in hard backup, nor is it there in cold backup. Ls my star. Because if you have RMAN and all, we don't need, but we don't know RMAN at this point in time. So we know only cold and hot backup. So we are depending on our backups. So there is no backup of this file. So what I am going to do, mount the database, type startup mount. After mounting your Oracle database, you have to just check select star from $recover underscore file. See, it's showing that file ID number 40, file not found error is coming. Okay, file not found error is appearing. So what do we do out here? We will go for a very new command. Alter database create data file 40. This command will recreate that particular my02.dbf file. You can also write alter database create data file and you can give path and file name of that particular file. No problem. You can do that also. You can also write alter database create data file and you can give the path and file name of that original file. Either way you do it. Either you give the file ID or you give the file path and file name. Okay, but file ID is better, no? Why do you want to type path and file name? Just go and write the file ID. That's a better option. So now that the file is created, you can go and see the file in the operating system. Go to U02 Aura data ORCL19C and you will see that file my02.dbf. But this is a newly created file. It requires recovery. So how do you recover this? One option is that you type recover data file and give the file ID or the file path and file name. It's your wish. I am giving file ID. So recover data file ID. This is a SQL plus command that directly starts recovery on against that particular data file from the archives. So it will apply the archives and apply any transactions in your online Redolog file and recover that file. You can open the database. Alter database open. See, in this particular scenario, because the database crashed, I had to do this recovery in mount state. But in sometimes your database will not crash. Then all you do is make that data file offline and do recovery. That also I'll show you. I'll just put down those commands. So sometimes while your database is running itself, you will get error that file number 40 or file number 45, whatever may be that file number is not found. So anyway, first let's see whether recovery has been performed or not. Connect C ##. What is that user? Raju. / password is tiger. Count of star from EMP. So recovery is done. So whatever data I deleted, the data has got deleted. Whatever data I added, the data is added. Okay, so whatever was the last transaction that was performed up to that point in time, everything is recovered. So you got zero data loss. You got zero data loss because you have archives and your online Redolog files are intact. Since your online Redolog files are intact, you will not get data loss because current transactions are sitting in your online Redolog files, and those online Redolog files got applied during recovery process. Anyway, I was saying that there is also one more way to perform recovery. Just in case, I can show you that scenario once again. Again, I will go and delete the data file. Please observe. Go to U02 Aura data, ORCL19C, rm_my_tbs02.dbf. This is the file which is not in backup. I will rm that file. Come back to SQL prompt, connect a sysdba, alter system flush _ cache, C ##, Raju, password is tiger. Let's see, get any error or not. The count star from EMP. We are not getting error. I think this, I don't know why this is. It should give, when we run alter system / buffer cache, it should clear up the data buffer cache and we should get an error the next moment. But anyway, it's not giving error, so don't bother about that now, because why it's not giving an error is, that is another thing to investigate in 19C. Now what I'm going to do, connect as sysdba, because right now I'm more interested in recovering that file. So without shutting down the database or even before the database gets crashed, what I go ahead and alter database data file 40 offline. This is a command I issue to make that particular deleted data file offline. Select star from $recover file. Recover_file. So file 40 is not found. Now alter database, create data file 40, recover data file 40. Auto, press enter. Auto means automatic recovery. Slight difference between the first method and the second method that I'm using. There it didn't ask for specifying any log or it didn't ask for any file name. But here it is asking, so I'm typing auto, that is perform automatic recovery. Then make the file online. Alter database data file 40 online. The recovery is done. So it's pretty simple. So to recover a data file that is not in a backup, this is the method. But a lot of people ask me, you lost your system.dbf, can you recover? Sorry, that's not possible. System.dbf cannot be recreated. Okay, so this is how to perform recovery of an unbacked up data file. Okay, so let's also see one more scenario. What to do if system.dbf got deleted? Of course, I do have backup of system.dbf. I have backup of system.dbf. Let's see how to perform recovery of the system.dbf. Let's see that. Right away, I'm going to operating system U02 RR data ORCL19C LS. This is system.dbf. Where is it? Sysogs is here. System is not out here. Maybe system.dbf is in U03. Let's go to U03 RR data ORCL. You can see, yeah, this is system.dbf. RM system.dbf. System data file is the most important data file of an Oracle database. So the system data file got deleted, that becomes a issue. You should have a backup. If you have a backup, there is no problem. If you don't have a backup, then it won't work out. Anyway, connect. So I am in which user? Show user. User is sys. Select count star from tab. I have deleted system.dbf. Still showing somehow from memory, but actually that file is not existing. That file is actually not existing. Let's say I try to connect to some user, C, or I try to create some user, create user C hash spot identified by Tiger, grant create session, create table, create view, unlimited table space to C hash spot, connect C hash spot / Tiger. It's working, but eventually it will crash. Select star from tab. See, we got error. Somewhere down the line, it will get shaken up. So I connect a sysdba. Now there is no way of making this data file offline. You can't write alter database data file 1 offline. The system table space cannot be brought offline, shut down if necessary. There is no concept of offlining system table space, and unless you offline a table space, there is no concept of recovery. So you have to shut down the database. So I try shutdown, but shutdown will also fail because the system.dbf is missing. So in this situation, you have to do shutdown abort. This has become a scenario where I have to wantedly go for an offline recovery. There is no chance of online recovery in this particular scenario, because there is no offline for system.dbf. So you have to shut down the entire Oracle instance. Once your instance is shut down with abort, normal shutdown is not possible. So you can never do shutdown normal due to the reason that the system.dbf is missing. And already I taught you that whenever you write shutdown command, dbwriter is called to write data to data file. When one of the data file is missing, shutdown is not possible. So you perform shutdown abort. Once you did shutdown abort, now the next thing what you do is you go and restore your. Let's try. You cannot create. There's no create system data file. Let's try. Let's say I write startup mount. Let's see if it's possible to recreate the system.dbf. Let's just try it out. It's 19C. Let's see whether it works or not. Alter database, create data file 1. No, see, you cannot create data file 1. That is the thing. As long as the data file is not system data file, it will be created. But if the data file happens to be system data file, then you cannot recreate it. So just forget about recreation. Go to operating system. You are in mount state, no problem. You can go and restore your backup. RR data, ORC, not U02. We are in U. We have that file in U03, right? ORCL19C. Copy cbkp system.dbf. Okay, you can give -v out here to see the path. So I'm restoring the system.dbf data file. Done. And startup. Oh, it's already started, right? So what do? Recover database. I'm already in mount state. Check it out. Select status from $v instance. Okay, I'm in mount state. Just type recover data file 1. That's it. Not even data file 1. Just recover database. Because we did shutdown abort, you need to recover everything. Type auto, press enter. It's applying archives, applied online redo log files, alter database. Open. We are in mount state. Now open the database. That's it. It will open. You have full control of your database now. Fantastic. Okay, everything is done. So this is how you have to recover your database from loss of system.dbf. That is nothing but loss of system data file. But do remember that you require that data file to be in your backup. You don't have a backup of system.dbf, you can call Oracle support, they'll help you out on that. So now I conclude the session out here. So tomorrow I'm going to go with further recovery scenarios, recovery after loss of control file, recovery after loss of redo log files, etc. etc. Okay. So I'll shut down my database now, and please remember that I have no backup of my 02.dbf. So we need to take a backup tomorrow that we'll do later on. So see you guys tomorrow. Take care.